Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I'm teaching you one of the most reliable strategy in my entire playbook, and this is the QM pattern. So it's simple, it's powerful, and once you master it, your confidence in entering trades will go to the next level. So I want us to break it down step by step. So remember, if you're looking for clarity, precision, and confidence in your trading setups, this is the video you've been waiting for. So let's get started. So I want to show you this and also show you a few examples both on currencies and also on synthetics. So this is my most trusted strategy, and it works both on forex and also it works both on forex and synthetics. So it doesn't matter what you trade, whether you trade currency pairs or you trade synthetic indices, this is the strategy for you. So I want to start with this setup that I shared. This is a GBPJPY GJ. So you can see here we had the market was actually on an uptrend, right? You can see higher highs and higher lows, higher highs and higher lows, higher high. So there was actually a structure over here. We're going to jump into the charts I'm going to show you, but something happened above over here. We had our break of structure, okay, and then we had our what? We had our change of character. So what we're doing is that we were waiting for the market to come back and tap this level, then for us now to start looking for our entries. And you can see, guys, this is actually the setup. All right, so let me start from the daily time frame. So on the daily time frame, you can see that the market had given us this structure over here. So you can see the market was giving us lower lows and lower highs, lower lows and lower highs. So I actually drew my trend line, and you can see that the market had actually tapped that level. So if you go back to the 2-hour time frame, you can see that the market tapped that level and it reversed. All right, so it actually took time because you can see how long it took before it came back to tap our zone, but well, we were patient. We were patiently waiting for it to come back. All right, and as you can see here, you can see that this actually met all the requirements that we look for. So first of all, we are on a bigger structure. You can see we are on a resisting trend line. Then you can see that the market had giving us higher high, while the awesome oscillator had giving us lower high. So that's definitely our divergence. And then now we are waiting for the market to come back and tap this level again. And as you can see, as the market came to tap this level, which is where we normally find our entry, you can see that it actually aligned once again with this resisting trend line. Then what I did is that I waited for my confirmation. Then once I got my confirmation, this is where I entered the market. Then I placed my stop loss just above the wick over there, and I was targeting this low over here. And as you can see, it really did play out massively. You can see around 310 pips. This is GBPJPY. You can see that was a clean trade. We had a what? We had a clean 5.55%. So let me show you another example. So this is another powerful example, and this is a trade that I shared yesterday. You can see June 3rd. I shared this with my student yesterday. You can see that we had a clear QM pattern over here. The market gave us lower lows. The awesome oscillator gave us higher lows. So you can see our break of structure. You can see our change of character. So we patiently waited for the market to come to this level. Once it came here, we were looking for our entry. And one of the most beautiful thing about this trade is that once it came to this level over here, it actually gave us another QM pattern. And I'm going to show you that shortly. Now you can see how I entered my trades over there. I was in with my buys over there. You can see how it was actually playing out. Yes, and you can see how it actually went all the way to the top side. So let's jump into the charts and look at that. Yeah, so this is the setup, guys. As you can see, this is USDJPY, and we can even start from the daily time frame. or the 4 hours time frame, it doesn't matter, right? So you can see here that we had actually tapped this level over here. That was a significant place, because you can see that when the market tapped this level, it moved to the upside. So when the market came back here again, which gave us some sort of like a double bottom, we are looking for buys. And you can see also giving us some sort of like a W pattern over there. So let's go to the 1 hour time frame, and then you can be able to see that, or the 2 hours. You can use the 1 hour or the 2 hours. It really doesn't matter. Okay. Yeah, so you can see that is the level over there. You can see how the market has actually tapped there. Then you can see here that what we have here, we have these lower lows, and then the awesome oscillator gave us what? Gave us higher lows. So definitely we were looking for the market to come back and tap this level. So you can see our break of structure, we can see our change of character. The market came all the way, so we could have actually entered. You can see the market tap that zone. Let me take this one out. You can see the market actually tap this level, so that was a clear entry where we could have actually entered over there. But now something beautiful happened with this trade setup, in that while it tapped on this QM pattern, it gave us another QM pattern over here. And what do you see here? You see our lower lows, and we see our higher highs. So definitely this was a place whereby I was looking for a confirmation. So this was beautiful, because you can see that these are like 2 QM patterns, so it's happening in the same place. So once the market tapped this level, waited for my confirmation, of course, and then I entered over here, and then I placed my stop loss just below here. It wasn't this is the safest. Of course, you could have done this and caught around 11%, but you can see that I was trying to be a bit more safe. Yes, and I placed my stop loss just below this level over here, and you can see that definitely this is our target. But you can see that so far we are like, we've played around 140 pips, which is around 2.53%, but the overall move is around 6.18%. And you can see, guys, beautifully, you can see how I entered. You see our lower lows, our awesome oscillator is giving us higher lows. We see our break of structure, change of character, market up the zone, then once start moving to the upside. And then you can see also that rejection here. So those are also another confluence. You can see that the bias pushing, and the bias has changed, pushing the market to the upside. So this was my entry, and of course, as the market pushed the upside, I was trailing my stop loss to the upside. And as you can see, though the market is currently consolidating, this could actually just be, a bullish flag, and this could just continue moving to the upside. So we're gonna still observe that and see how this is gonna play out. So I shared this with my students, and it was a powerful setup. So let me show you another one, maybe on synthetics. So that is currencies. So let me show you on synthetics. We had a beautiful structure here. This was volatility 75. So you can see volatility 75. We had this structure. We had here our break of structure, change of character. We're looking for the market to tap this zone, and then we can start selling. Definitely you can see our QM, our awesome oscillator is giving us divergence over there. And guys, you can see how it's playing out. This is massive, guys. This is super massive. Look at where our entry is. That is where our entry is. Our entry is here. That's where our entry is. And look at all this. Look at all this move to the downside. Very grateful. Now you can see one thing here is that we had this high over here. Now the market had tapped that level and then moved back with a very this is a 4-hour time frame. You can see a very strong bearish candlestick and the 4-hour time frame. Then something happened. Let's look at the 2 hours time frame. and then no, yes, or maybe the 1 hour time frame. Once the market pushed down, we had also this over here. We had this structure over here, which is a very good structure because this was a bearish flag. Then it added to our confluence, because you can see now that as we are looking to sell, that big bearish confluence becomes our what? Becomes our confirmation. Our confirmation that actually this is gonna play out. And you can see the entry was up over there, and look at this. Look at this. This is massive, guys. It's actually played out all the way, broke out of this structure, and you can see where it's heading. I believe it's heading down over there. Down over there. So this is great. Look at this. So you find your structure, you find your QM pattern, you find your direction, you enter, and then you hold. Just allow the market to do its thing, and you can see how this is actually playing out massively. And so, guys, you can all see for yourself, right? Look at where my entry was on this volatility 75. You can see where my entry was, and you can see though it actually took me out while it was consolidating. That's where actually it took me out. You can see how it actually continued to play out massively to the downside. And definitely, like I said, we are looking at this trade playing out all the way to this level down over there. I believe it's gonna go all the way to that level over there. You can see how powerful this thing is. You can see how powerful this strategy is. So this was the flag. Let's just this was the bearish flag. You can see it actually aligned perfectly. An impulse move correction, it actually aligned perfectly with the QM pattern. Then we just move to the downside. So it just adds to our confluence now, which makes it even super powerful. All right, let's carry on. So I had this boom 1000 on the 1 hour time frame. You can see how the market had come all the way here, had given us a clear we had our lower lows, we had our awesome oscillator giving us a higher lows. So definitely break of structure, change of character. You can see you have to really be patient and wait for the market to come to you. Right, the market came all the way. Once the market tapped here, now we were looking to do what? We were looking to buy to the upside. And guys, as you can see, it actually tapped this level, right? And definitely we don't just wait for the market to tap and we trade. I have my own confirmation as method that I normally use, that I teach my students or my student community. So once it gave me this confirmation, then I entered, placed my stop loss, and then you can see how it actually went up, even though it came back down, right? But you can see we were able to capture this move. Actually took me out somewhere around here, because remember, once it starts moving 1%, 2% going upwards, what I normally do is I like to train my stop loss just in case something like this happens. And you can see this could come back and then play out. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to show you the power of the power of the QM patterns and the potential that it has. And this is very simple, guys. What you just need to know is what? You just need to know how to be able to master this, all right? And it's as simple as this. Find our lower lows, find our higher highs, right? Wait for the market to come to our zone. We enter, place our stop loss. Then this is your first take profit. Then boom, you're moving to the upside. And definitely you have to consider what? You have to consider a market structure. We don't just trade QM patterns. And I think in my previous video, I think I shared on one of the reasons why some of the QM patterns don't work. I think I shared that in my previous video. You can check that previous video over there. It's gonna show you that as well. And if you're looking to buy, you want to see higher highs, all right, and then you want to see lower lows, the lower high, sorry, and then we enter on that. So we want to see this break of structure, we want to see this change of character. Then once the market come back to tap this level over here, then we are looking for entry, and we are moving it to the downside. Definitely, like I said, and I'm gonna repeat this, don't just trade QM patterns in isolation and then maybe you may think that they don't work. No, 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 no. You have to at least make sure that it actually aligns with market structure. So assuming this is my resistance, and maybe this is my support, right? So we want to trade QM patterns that are in these particular levels, right? We want to trade QM patterns that are in these particular levels, right? And once we are moving to the upside like that, and the market is giving us this, we want to trade assume this like this, we want to trade QM patterns that are alongside this level. And if definitely we are on a downtrend and the market is moving this way and that 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 way, we want to trade QM patterns that are along these levels, right? Because we want to respect the market direction, and like it's normally said, and you should know as a trader that the trend is your friend. You don't want to be trading. You can trade the QM patterns over here, but just know that it's going to be short term. And if you're not there to monitor your trades, you can actually find yourself blowing your account, or you can find yourself in a very big loss simply because you did not respect this. But these actually are what you call high probability. And once you enter this one, you catch it, then you just relax and allow the market to play on. And then also you must also know where to exit. You must be able to also know where to exit, where are your exit places and stuff like that. So guys, if you found value in this video, make sure to hit that like button. It really helps push this content to more serious traders like you. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a breakdown or a high probability setup like the ones I have shared here, right? And if you are ready to take your trading deeper, join my student community, the same place where I shared the exact trades setup that played out massively using this QM strategy. So until next time, trade smart, stay disciplined, and remember, one good setup is all that it takes. Quality over quantity. Thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you on the next episode.